Okay, hello, good morning. Well, it is actually afternoon now here on the East Coast of Canada. We're going to do a little practice and stuff together, but first I wanted to do a little bit of teaching, like explaining, I guess, like what are we even doing here. I had somebody ask me this week on one of my stories, like, okay, like what even is a Kriya? Like, I don't know. Can you tell us what is a Kriya? And of course, if I'm going to explain what a Kriya is, I kind of need to explain truly what Kundalini is. So I was like, okay, I'm going to make up a few notes here so I can give you a little bit more information on like what is a Kriya, what is Kundalini, why are we doing this? And then we can practice together. And we're going to be doing this every Sunday. So right now I'm doing 20 days of Ramadasa meditation and Kirtan Kriya. And then after that, we will be picking a different Kriya that we will be practicing. But that means that we'll get at least 2 Sundays in of doing the Kirtan Kriya. Now you can do this live with me here, and then you can go and practice it on your own. But yeah, that's what we're going to be doing. So bear with me. This is my first time doing this. You guys are like getting this like first experience of me actually teaching a Kriya and actually like guiding you through some things. So, hey Lisa. All right. So we could not be doing this without our stars, the sun, and moon coffee cup. All right, so I do have some music queued up, but first I want to let me see if I can just make this smaller actually. Okay, make it into a little mini player for a moment. Oops, put this over here. Okay. Thank you. I love it. My bestie got this for me for my 40th birthday, and it is my, like, every day now. Favorite mug ever. Okay. Let's put that back on the warmer so we don't forget about it and have to reheat it. All right. So I am also recording this on my computer, so sometimes I might be looking over here. Sometimes I might be looking over here. I am hoping to maybe start putting some of these up on YouTube as well. So we'll see if this works. And, we'll make adjustments as we go. This is our first time doing this, so sometimes the first time is a little bit clunky. And then after that, we might start to get more into the flow of things. I'm sure you guys all know that the first time you do anything, it's a little bit of a learning curve, right? Trying to figure out what works and what doesn't. So we'll go with the flow of what I kind of have in my mind today. And then maybe we'll change things up the next time and the next time. Okay, so as you guys saw on my stories, maybe, I am practicing the Kirtan Kriya. So I will get into that, like the actual, like the specifics of this Kriya in a moment. But what I wanted to talk about is the question I got in my DMs, which is like what even is a Kriya? And so to talk about what is a Kriya exactly, I need to talk just a little bit, about what is Kundalini, okay? So a lot of people will hear the word or the term Kundalini and just think yoga. And that is, of course, valid. There is Kundalini yoga. It's very popular, very common, people know what Kundalini yoga is. But Kundalini itself is actually an energy, something that we call Shakti energy, that starts at your root, comes up your spine, unfurls itself. It is often used, the symbology of it is often used as a serpent that is coiled and then uncoils itself. And that's why it impacts everything, it impacts all of your chakras all the way up, right? Through your spine. The yoga, Kundalini yoga, can activate that energy. And so when you do some of the postures and moves and things up like that in Kundalini yoga, that is what is activating that Kundalini energy or Shakti energy from your root all the way to your crown. And so that's what it impacts, like the chakras, the elements, the energy centers, really everything, right? So within Kundalini Yoga, a Kriya is a specific sequence of physical actions that work towards a particular outcome. So when you're doing Kundalini Yoga, you're very likely doing many different Kriyas, mudras, etc. within those poses. Like, you might not realize what you're doing. You're just like following along with the Kundalini Yoga teacher, like holding this pose, holding that pose, holding whatever. But a lot of that is actually many different Kriyas involved in those movements. So Kriya practice initiates physical and mental changes that affect our body, our mind, and our spirit, right? So it's a combination of those poses, postures, mudras, mantras, breath work, etc. And this is really why I love this work so much, is because it is literally everything that I've learned over many years, that I've practiced over many years, literally everything all in one, which to me is pure magic. So there are actually over 8,000 different Kriyas. So if you're into it, you can go off and Google, Kundalini Kriyas and see what some of them are, if you are into that kind of thing. Kriyas can be used to decrease elements and chakras or increase them, just depending on what might be going on with this, right? We might have some kind of problems or issues that are from an overabundance of one element, and we want to actually decrease that element so that we can balance things out, right? So it really is energy medicine, because it combines breath work, acupressure, vagal nerve toning, deep subconscious work, and shadow work. Shadow integration, creation of new neural pathways, and it works on the endocrine, nervous, and circulatory systems, and so much more. Honestly, this is just like a brief overlook at what it is. We don't just do some postures and weird chanting just because we're a little bit freaky or whatever, right? There truly is a purpose and even a science behind all of this stuff. So the Kriya that we are going to practice together today is called the Kirtan Kriya. This Kriya can be done, before I talk about like how we're going to do it, this Kriya is an earth Kriya, okay? So it is very grounding already, all in its own. It interacts with your crown, your third eye, and your heart chakra, and strengthens your third eye wisdom center. You can use this to kind of calm a chaotic mind. I wrote, "Hi, it's me," because yes, overthinking, needing to get out of your head and into your heart, ADHD and neurodivergence, mind-caused anxiety, and lots of other things. So the chant that we do in this Kriya can actually reorganize your mind, repattern it. So it really helps with that clarity and focus that our ADHD minds need. It can also help break habits and addictions. So to go through the chant, it is Sa Ta Na Ma. So Sa is all about the cosmos, Ta is about life, Na is death, and Ma is rebirth, right? So it's a complete regenerative cycle where you can kind of let these old things go and create space for new and more aligned patterns, things that you want to call into your life, right? There has actually also, for those of you who are like, okay, like woo-woo, whatever, what about science? There's actually been some scientific research done on this Kriya that shows it can help to reduce the precursors for Alzheimer's by 30% and has profound effects on the prefrontal cortex, which helps with ADHD and PTSD. So pretty cool. This is why I love this stuff, because it's not just woo-woo magic, whatever. It's actually magic and science coexist. So if you are a visualizing type of person, I'm going to give you some things you can visualize as you go through and do the chant. Our thumb is actually representative of earth energy, and that is why in this Kriya, like, we are touching each finger with our thumb, and so it is super grounding. This is all about the earth element. It's going to bring a lot of that in. I just want to see if I am missing anything else about this that I wrote down. Okay. So when we do things like this where we're, hey Max, wave at you, when we do things like this is what we call mudras. So mudras are simply a gesture or a symbol that we do with our hands and fingers that help with the flow of energy through our bodies, chakras, energy centers, all of that. So it creates pressure, and this is why like Kriyas include acupressure, because we are literally creating pressure on different pressure points in different ways, and each one has a certain purpose and moves the energy in a specific way through the body to create the subtle changes that we're looking for, whether that's physical, mental, or emotional. So it is really like an electric circuit. It's like connecting to an electric circuit. It connects and stimulates certain elements, earth, fire, etc., with whatever it is that we're trying to activate, right? So with each of the parts of the chant, we're going to be going sa, ta, na, ma. So sa, this is our Jupiter finger. So earth is the thumb, right? Our pointer finger is the Jupiter finger, right? That represents knowledge, and this is called Gyan Mudra. Ta is your Saturn finger, that's your middle finger, and that's representative of patience, and this is the Shunai Mudra. Na is the sun finger, which represents vitality, and that's Surya Mudra. And then your pinky finger is your Mercury finger when you say Ma, and that represents communication, and that's the Buddha Mudra. Okay, so I think that kind of like, and obviously I'm going to show you how to do each of these things. We're going to start with the Ramadasa meditation, where we're literally just going to hold our hands. I think you can see on Instagram. We're literally just going to hold our hands like this while we're sitting cross-legged, or like on a chair with your feet on the floor is the second preferable. If you can't do, crisscross applesauce, that's fine. Okay. You want to keep your hands straight with this, and you want to keep your hands straight. When you're doing the other Kriya, we're going to either have your hands on your knees like this with your arms kind of straight to do this, or you can do cross heart Kirtan Kriya, which is really helpful if you want to give some extra, move some extra energy with your heart. So I really like that because I'm a very feelings person. Okay. Make sure I'm not missing anything in my notes here. So we'll do this practice for 11 minutes. So first we're gonna do our little like 5-minute meditation thing, and then we'll tune in. So we want to tune in so that we're dropping into like sort of our inner world and connecting with ourselves, our soul, our higher self, whoever it is that you connect with, whether that's yourself or something else, it doesn't matter. But that's what tuning in does. It really helps us to connect with ourselves and kind of go into the inner world, right? And get out of this like external physical world for a little bit, tune in and connect, and then we will tune out at the end of the Kriya. And that really just, it seals in what has come, like what energy we've shifted, what's come through, whatever might have happened during the practice, we're kind of sealing it in. And also it's a sort of bridge to go to the, like, go from here to like, okay, our day-to-day life, whatever it is that we have to do, right? It's just like this bridge between this moment of practice and tuning in and tuning out so that we can kind of move on with our day. So I think I already said all this stuff about the chant. So if you are a visualizing person, what you can do on Sa, picture all the galaxies, planets, suns, moons, and stars. Ta, visualize radiance and like literally a brilliant dazzling light of like a trillion suns. So as bright light as you can even imagine. Na is, kind of see a winter landscape in your mind. You see the barren leafless trees and all of nature is kind of just dormant, right? Everything's silent and dormant. And Ma, you can picture thousands of spring flowers like all over hillsides as far as the eye can see, just like a blooming, dazzling technicolor of spring flowers. Okay, so the one thing I wanted to share with you. That I didn't write down in my notes, so I just wanted to pull something up here. All right, here we go. Okay. Ong Namo Guru Dev Namo is what we tune in with, and you know, we'll kind of break that up into 2 breaths and kind of like have these long syllables. It's called the Adi Mantra, and it is from Kundalini Yoga, and it really translates to like bowing to the infinite creative energy. So think of this as like literally welcoming in that creative flow, right? This is, you know, maybe especially relevant to those of us who consider ourselves some kind of creative, but it really like unlocks that. So it is all about like manifesting creation, our own creation, the creation, right? And kind of very similar to like in other yogas when we might say namaste, that is kind of the vibe of that. And then when we tune out, we will say Sat Nam, which again, this is like our bridge from this inner reflection to our back to our like regular day-to-day life. And this is really truth is my name, or truth is my identity, right? And so that is kind of like the 2 things that we will do at the beginning. So we'll go through and we'll do the meditation first, and then we will tune in, we'll do the Kriya, we'll tune out all together. So should take us about like 15-20 minutes total from start to finish once we get into it. All right, and so I do have this music. I actually realized that I want to move this up. Although I am not entirely sure how to do that on the computer. I know that on my phone I just edit it, but I'm going to pin it for one thing. Okay, I'm just going to have to play the music myself, and hopefully that's fine. Okay, so don't forget water. You want to drink lots of water when you're doing any kind of energetic things. Okay, I'm not sure if this is gonna work or not. I'm gonna try to set the tripod up and have the computer video able to see me. I think that is fine. Okay, so like I said, you can sit like this with your feet on the floor and your hands on your lap, and you'll be able to do this with the Kirtan Kriya. Or if you can also sit in what we call easy pose, with your ankles crossed and your knees like this, and then you can have your hands here. Or if you're doing the cross heart and you really want to activate that heart center, then you're going to cross your hands like this and do the finger, the mudras like this, okay? So I have music that will guide us through all of this. It's going to have the chants included in the music, so we don't have to think about like what are we even doing. But let's get into this and the Ramadasa meditation. Bring my keyboard a little bit closer. The Ramadasa meditation is a healing meditation, so I am doing both of them together right now, and really because I have been just like moving through some really tough stuff lately. I wanted something that would also like really just be so healing for me, for my heart, for my soul. So this one is also, heart chakra is heart opening. It's balancing for prosperity, love, and happiness, and can really help too if you're like going through Kundalini awakening and you want some healing as you're on that journey. You get a little extra love and support. And you can really, the mantra can really kind of fine tune, like connect you with the rhythm of the universe. Okay, so, and this, it's just gonna be, I believe it's just a 5-minute, 5-ish minute meditation where we are saying Ramadasa. So, Ramadasa sa se so hung. Okay, so you follow along. The music has all the words in it. We will be great. Okay, so let me just close all these windows except for the music. I want. Okay. All right. So let's put this down and play this music, and hopefully the phone and the computer pick up the music and it doesn't cause issues with YouTube or with Instagram, but we'll see. Alright, just settle in, turn the volume up. Sides and in like sort of a V position. Close your eyes and focus your gaze, your inner gaze on your third eye point. just for a moment. And we will tune in. I'm going to just play a little bit of music here just as you're soaking in some of that energy from that healing meditation mantra. Just sit with that and just arrive even deeper into your body in this moment. Give it time to really settle into it. And feel the support underneath you. Notice how your body feels, what might have shifted just in that 5-minute meditation. sure we have the Korean music pulled up. So again, just a reminder, we're going to sit in easy pose with a straight spine, or straight spine and feet on the floor in a chair or on something like this. And you're either going to have your palms facing up and your thumb touching each finger for sa, ta, na, ma. And again, we're going to do 2 minutes out loud, 2 minutes in a loud whisper, 3 minutes just mentally saying it in your head, 2 minutes in a loud whisper, 2 minutes out loud. And then we'll tune out together, okay? And you can do it like this, or you can cross your arms over your chest, over your heart, and do it as cross heart, Kirtan Kriya. So let's get into it. I'm going to do cross heart today. Again, eyes closed, focusing on your third eye.
Sadanama, 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 Sa
Let it all go. Shake it out, shake it out. Shake your body out, move your body a little bit. Let's find our ending song here. And just shake it out, move your body a little bit. You can put your hands back up, bend your body. Side bends, back bend maybe. Whatever you need in this moment. Maybe you need to give yourself a little hug. Maybe some things came up and you need to just give yourself that comfort and support that you need. Whatever it is. And while you do that, I'm just going to some cards. Tarot books here. Just for extra reference. surrounding energy in this card, and there's like a cityscape behind him. So let's see. Right, 2 Pentacles, which is cool. All right. You find yourself in a position of great power. It's important to know that with great power comes great responsibility. You're called upon to distribute resources to a group or community. You must do this with fairness and conscientiousness. Don't let power corrupt you or let greed to set in. And some questions that you can sit with as you're contemplating the meaning of this card. Am I being fair and responsible with money issues? How can I give more to my community? What have I done to deserve isolation? Am I taking my role as a leader seriously? And do I fully understand my influence in the community? So some things to sit with there. The Four of Pentacles says the laws of life are based on give and take. There are going to be times in your life when it feels like you have to give more than usual. Rest assured that you will eventually receive rewards for your generosity. You have a golden opportunity to implement wonderful and positive changes that will influence generations to come. And I always like to just do a double check. I never totally remember the each of the suits has a certain element. So Pentacles are Earth, which is very cool considering the Kriya we just did was an Earth Kriya. So the Earth is tangible. We can hold it in our hands. It is connected with money, tangible financial resources, right? It is connected with the material world, nature, and even our bodily health. The Pentacles represent the Earth because its stability, nourishment, and fertility allows things to flourish. It symbolizes our resources, finances, property, business, and possessions. So, something to sit with today, and we will just do a little tune out. So again, we're going to rub our hands together and create that heat and energy between our palms. Take a deep breath in. And let it go. Bring those hands to heart center. We're going to chant Sat Nam 3 times. Sat Nam. Just claiming your truth as your identity as we close things out. I hope this was really helpful for you all. And I'm just going to turn off that music. I hope this was really helpful for all of you. I will be doing these every single Sunday. So again, next Sunday we'll be doing the same exact practice if you want to join me live. And I might have some like thoughts or something to riff on Sundays. Like we'll just see what comes up. This week was more about like pulling in some of the teaching on like what is Kundalini, what is a Kriya, all of that kind of stuff. And I hope I see you guys. Just as a reminder, I have a few spots for one-on-one coaching open right now. The application is where links always are. But if you have more questions or you want to know more information than you're getting from this live or from the application form itself, please reach out to me. I'm happy to answer any questions. It is all also on the Work With Me page of my website about neurosomatic coaching, one-on-one options. So yeah, I think that's it. And other than that, I will see you guys this week, and I will see you next Sunday, either at 11 a.m. or 2 p.m. Atlantic time. I have not quite figured out. I did put up a poll in my stories if you want to answer that, just to let me know what would work best for you in your time zone, because I do want to try and make it so more people can actually join me live. But definitely noticing that 11 a.m. my time doesn't work, so it's either going to be 12 p.m. my time or 2 p.m. my time. So let me know what works best. Go to my stories and vote in the poll. And other than that, I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful Sunday and a beautiful end to your weekend. And I will see you tomorrow.